Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to do your January 2022 reading. So happy New Year to you. You may have noticed at the bottom of this video that the membership portal is open. I hope that it will be open by the time you see this. That is the goal. So after I get done recording this this reading for you, I'm going to go on and do an extended. So the extended is going to cover love. I'll break that up into 3 parts. It'll be singles and looking, singles and happy, and those who are coupled. And then we'll look at your soul path. But in this reading today, we're going to pull a Celtic cross, and I'm using the vice versa. So I'm actually told Spirit they have to drop them out of the deck. So we may be shuffling for a while because I am not going to, the direction that they fall in matters. And I'm like, I don't want to mess this up. Oh, guys. Oh. All right, Sagittarius. And then we're going to cover health, wealth, and happiness. Okay. All right. Wow. All right, Sagittarius. This has a reading. So the month of January, it looks like it's starting out pretty tough for you guys. I have to tell you, though, the outcome is really wonderful. So I think you're going to be going through an awful lot of struggles. It looks like you're very disappointed about a situation that you thought was really amazing, and it's not so much. Your overall energy is the 8 of Wands, and I feel like it's this direction, not this direction. I feel like you choose to move forward. If it is this way, what's cool about it is you have spiritual help coming in the middle of the storm to help you. And in this way, the growth and the determination to move forward is on you. So either way, in your environment, you have help. You have the Empress sitting in the environment with spiritual help coming in there also. So there's growth and opportunities coming in for you. No matter what, you're definitely being spiritually guided. But holy crap. I feel like a situation does not work for you, and you say so. And you say, that's not okay. So we start off with you in the 5 of Cups. It is the 5 of Cups reversed. The 5 of Cups reversed, there's this healing. The flower is growing. He is looking to the future. He still doesn't see the 2 cups standing next to him, but in the reverse, he is kneeled in front of them and sad. And it's almost like after a mourning period, he stands up and he gets ready to move forward. And he's been there long enough that something new is starting to grow. Root chakra. A sense of finding your own security and knowing who you are. You're not kneeling, you're standing. In your subconscious, though, wow. It feels like a dark night of the soul, maybe more than a relationship. Here we have the Five of Pentacles. And this Five of Pentacles, he's inside the church. He's not sitting out in the cold. He's inside the church, and there's a lantern in front. And so there's a need to really connect, I think, with your higher self. On the reverse side, he's like throwing dice, like, it's a game of chance. I might get lucky. Here, it's almost as though you know the answer is within, and you're seeking it. Because in your conscious mind, we have the Four of Wands. This Four of Wands is the excited, we're at a new beginning stage. This one is not as bright and shiny. It's still together. But maybe you're starting to see the cracks in something. So, Four of Wands. Could be a job that you thought was going to be amazing and it turns out, could be a relationship that needs a little polishing. It could just be that you're exhausted and worn out, and life in general doesn't look bright and sunshiny. It looks like the sun is setting and it's the end of a long day. And so there's a need to regroup. The energy to lean into is really interesting. So you have the Six of Pentacles. Here, the Six of Pentacles would be where you are magnanimously giving to others. But when it's like this, the energy to lean into is maybe you've been overgiving. Maybe you recognize you've been giving away just a little too much of your time and your effort. And it is time for you to think about, what do I need? What do I need? What are the changes I need to make so that I have what I need? It feels like things have been a little out of your control. Maybe because you've allowed that to happen. The challenge is the heartbreak. So on this side, which is not the side you have, you're sitting there looking at it and you're assessing what it is you did wrong. On this side, the dawn is breaking. The storm isn't as bad. It almost feels like the challenge is to look at a situation and say, maybe things aren't as bad as I think they are, or maybe we've moved through that phase and now now there is a dawn of a new day coming. But the opportunity is to really shake some stuff up. You have the Tower in this space of the opportunity. Now, in this way, I feel like you kind of choose what you're doing, and you have more control of it. This is, but this is the opportunity. And I feel like there's a situation that's been out of balance because of that Six of Pentacles there, and you weren't rebalancing it, and so the opportunity to rebalance came through something that was really harsh, like a sudden shake-up, a sudden shake, rattle, and roll in your life. A Tower moment came through, but it's actually an opportunity for you to take a look at the situation and say, okay, not that. Not that. What do we do now? Because you find yourself here in the Queen of Cups, sitting there communicating with Spirit. On this side, she's very confident and very emotionally open. And this side, it's where you pull your energy in and you say, okay, I need to go within and I need to communicate with Spirit and I need to figure out what I do now. What is my next best step? Right? 8 of Wands. There's a need to move forward. What is the way that we move forward? There's a need to cut back in some arena of your life. You have, in the advice, we have the 7 of Cups. Here it looks like, oh, look, we have all these opportunities. I want all of that. And in this one, it's like there's way too much stuff on my plate. I need to take some of that off. There's a definite need to discern about what is important to you. There is opportunity for growth in your environment. There is an opportunity to take this situation, whether it's this 8 of Wands or this 8 of Wands. There's an opportunity to take this situation here and grow from it. Spirit is here to help you. This is a tree. It looks like an atom bomb, but it's really a tree. There's an opportunity to grow and to create. On the back of the chair, though, on the back of her throne, there's a picture of a scythe. And so, again, it is about cutting out and cutting back, pruning. There's too much going on. 8 Wands might just be too much. So, back to basics. Because here the overall energy is the 8 of Wands, and that doesn't mean that that is necessarily what you're shooting for. It might just be that there's been so busy, there's been so much action, there's been so much going on. It doesn't matter if it feels like a storm or not. There's too much. 8 of Wands is hard to manage. 8 of Wands is good in when you're ready, and it's good for it's like nitrous oxide in the car. Like, it is a burst of speed and it should be short-lived, and you can't maintain that. And so if you've been running at 8 of Wands, too much on your plate, too much to do, trying to do too many things, it is time to say to yourself, I don't need to do a lot of things. I need to do a few things really well. And so there's a need to really be discerning about which those things are. Your outcome is beautiful. I have no doubt you're going to figure this out. Sitting right here in the middle, we have the Emperor. This Emperor is in control. And again, it's the nighttime, right? Here it's the daylight, but here it's the nighttime. And this is again looking into the darkness and contemplating about what is of value to you and what do you really need. What is it that you want? It's time to work with somebody else in a very collaborative way. Maybe that somebody else is your inner child. But look, opportunity for a lot of growth here, 3 of Wands. This 3 of Wands looks like, oh my God, it's so barren and desolate. But here, the abundance it's so verdant and green. So instead of 8 Wands, what are those 3 things, and in particular that one thing you want to focus on? Creating balance. Do you see this right here? This yin and this yang. It's like the orb that the Emperor is holding here. When you create the balance, it becomes golden. There is a need to create a balance and to pick that one, maybe that one thing. So narrowing your options down to a few things, but what is that one thing you're really passionate about and that you're going to put the effort into? But still, it feels like community, because this 8 of Pentacles here, I don't know if you can really see it, but there's a small child there. So this is learning self-mastery, that this is also teaching it. So this is teaching, and look, this one, It looks very alone, and I'm just working, and it's drudgery. Here, the sun is shining, you're showing, you're teaching, you're learning, you're growing. There's some really great opportunities coming here. But there's a need for balance. And there's, again, this Three of Wands, this Three from the Empress. You have a divine partnership here. You have the Emperor and the Empress. You're the Emperor, whether you're male or female. And there is a counterpart in your environment that is here to help you to nurture, to grow, and to help you sort through things. There's a partnership available here, right? Working together. I think you've just been doing too much. Venus is in January. She's still moving on her cycle here. She's retrograde until the 29th. And she's going back over some ground and deciding what is of value to her, what is important to her. And Mars is coming into the picture. So there you have the divine masculine, divine feminine, deciding which action to take, what is of value. So honestly, I'm not sure exactly when Mars gets into, because I haven't looked that far ahead, but let me see if I can find it fast. Mars gets into Capricorn on the 28th of the month. I'm sorry, the 25th of the month. So, and that is when they'll be in conjunction, really close to it. They actually come into within the 10-degree orb on like the 27th to 28th. And so for a little bit there, they'll be really close together. Actually, they get really close together because they start both traveling in the same direction, but Mars is moving faster. And so in February, actually catches up with Venus, and they will have an actual conjunction, it looks like around the 8th or the 9th. Oh, Venus picks up speed. She starts to pull away from him. They're really close together within 1 or 2 degrees. Oh, here we go. Exact conjunction happening on the 13th. On the 13th of February. Oh, just in time for Valentine's Day. All right, so working collaboratively, either within yourself, balancing your divine masculine and feminine energies, or having somebody that's a really good partner to you that is nurturing and supportive and says, hey, look, that's too much. Let's dial that back a little. Let's find the balance. If you can find the balance, that's when you master the situation. Because we have, guidance and teaching. It almost feels like the divine helping here. But that yin and that yang coming into balance becomes this golden orb of success. So balance is important. All right, let's take a look at the health. Feels like stress. It's called A Long Way Home. So Spirit always picks the decks these days. Spirit's been very active, and it's a deck I haven't used in a long time, and I didn't use it that often. So I'm going to look in the book. But we have a balloon, and it's holding up a castle. And there is an anchor on it, though. And it's called The Long Way Home. It's number 35. 3 plus 5 is 8. It feels like this 8 of Wands, this 8 of Pentacles. A long way home. Like 8 is the number of self-mastery. 8 is infinity. It's like limitless, but it takes time. A long way home. Journey, remembrances, experiences, and passage. Look at this little elephant on his journey through the skies. Right there's the little elephant sitting there in front of the castle. He lives in a huge balloon and has this castle with him. Light guides the way while he slowly passes over the horizon. How long is his journey and when will it end? Will he drop anchor again or continue his travel? This card reflects how we pass through our lives. During our pilgrimage, we collect memories strong enough to fill a castle and light enough to buoy our voyage. You have everything you need. I almost feel like your anchor's been dragging. You need to jettison some of the stuff that you have going on. It's a very hopeful card. So as far as health goes, I think pulling your energy in, right? Your house is with you, your castle is with you. Pulling your energy in, not expending it in so many different areas, and allow yourself to touch base again with the joy and the happiness in your heart will move you in the direction that you want to go. I'm really going to be curious about this wealth card here. There's a lot of pentacles here, right? The 6, the 5, finishes with the 8. There's no 7, but there's a 7 of Cups, which almost says there was too much growth, too much going on. You have the Teacher. You have the Teacher. What can you do? What are you teaching? To know is to grow. Knowledge, intelligent, growth-oriented, trustable, understandable, communicative, compassionate, prosperous, socially inspired, self-aware, generous, considerate, virtuous. It's the energy of Jupiter. I mean, this is you, right? This is Sagittarius energy. I think the question is, are you teachable? Have you learned how can you rebalance your life by allowing yourself to be in partnership financially? Also, if you are looking to increase your finances, look for opportunities within the place that you work to be in the position of being the mentor. So, for instance, when I worked for TGI Fridays, I became a trainer, and that increased my base pay. And so I trained people, and I was compensated financially for that. So maybe that is something you can look at doing wherever you are. If you learn a new skill and you're teaching others how to do this, so take a look around at ways to increase your income through teaching, through mentoring others. This card just popped up when I picked them up. It says planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in fertile soil of my soul. I'm going to put it back in here. We're going to shuffle this out, but I didn't want to not show you that. If that resonates for you, then it's your card. Definitely. So let's just see what advice we have for happiness here, other than being willing to take a few things off of your plate. It feels like instead of being the jack of all trades, become the master of some. So you have listening with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. Your intuition. I'm going to pull this one too. There's a need to go within. What you need to know is inside of you. Get in touch with your higher self. I feel like they've been coming in to bring you messages. Like that was too much. See the eye in the sky? This was spiritually and divinely guided. This whatever feels like a tower. You have igniting courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. And we have somebody riding a horse. So there you go, Sagittarius. Your horse energy coming through. You guys, it is a matter, I believe, of being willing to let some things go so that you can focus on the mastery of a few things. Perhaps even teaching them to others will benefit you. But the scythe on the back of the Empress's throne here says that there's a need to prune out, to cut back in order to promote overall growth and well-being of whatever it is you're trying to do here. All right, I am on Facebook. You can find me there. I'm going to link the weekly somewhere over here. I can't remember. Maybe it's over here. I'm going to link the weekly because it really covered that new moon that's happening in Capricorn. A lot about this Venus transit. It's really important. So I would recommend checking that out. And then if you would like to click the membership and join, that would be wonderful. There's 4 levels in there and different kinds of things available to you. And so I look forward to connecting with you and on a greater level and traveling with you this year as you journey through. So I look forward to that. So if you do, I'll be over there with your love and soul path reading. And I'm going to record that right now. So you guys take good care and I'll talk to you soon.